Please
welcome
insert
to
your
another
saved
Let's
character
Play
list
of
from
Quest
any
for
of the
Glory
first
4.
3 Quest for
We're
Glory
doing a
games
Paladin today.
into
Paladin, import.
your character.
Yes, a Paladin. Look at that nice sword. Oh, I didn't fix climbing to be 300. Well, that's alright. Alright. Let's do this.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place, the only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Alrighty. So if you listen, you can hear the heartbeat there. There. I like that. That's a neat little detail, in my opinion. And you probably wouldn't know that it was a heartbeat if you didn't already suspect the nature of this cave. It would just be, you know, a snare drum or whatever. Was that a snare drum? I don't know. I don't do music. So we're gonna, oops, let's get some speed up here a little bit.
You search the desiccated body.
Chip,
The only
no.
still usable item is a dagger which you pick up. However, lying around the bones are some coins. 5 golden coins, each with a crown stamped onto them. And 13 small copper coins, each stamped 1 kopeck.
Oh, and that reminds me, I'm going to actually take very close attention of our puzzle points. We got 2 points. What did we get 2 points for? Oh, get equipment. Chip. Hey. Psst. Leave that alone. That's not a toy for you. I may have to get up and move a cat.
A brief search.
So, we were teleported to Mordavia by Katrina and Aravis. They were the faces that we saw peering over a crystal ball at the ending of Quest for Glory 3. What they didn't take into account, we were supposed to arrive at the castle. And what they didn't take into account was, excuse me, just a second. No. Leave it alone. Thank you. Go do something else. What they didn't take into account was that the Dark One's cave interferes with magic in the area. Especially magic that involves things coming in and out of the valley. So the teleport spell basically got rerouted, and instead of ending up in a castle, which would have been an interesting high there, you almost wonder if Katrina was going to stash Aravis somewhere else so that we weren't immediately suspicious and, I don't know, pretend to be a normal human wizard instead of a vampire and get to know us that way, or what. Or maybe the plan was to definitely go ahead and make us a thrall right away, and she changed her mind after meeting us. Don't know. But, so we're in the Cave of the Dark One. We're specifically in the Bone Cave. And you'll notice all these bodies that are kind of melded into the floor and walls. I assume those are the bodies of cultists and fighters.
You take the torch.
Who were fighting against each other in the war in which they tried to summon the Dark One. 6 points for lighting the bone cave. Cookie, chill out.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through. You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like...
So once again, there's something here for us. There was a canvas cloth here for a mage to use to get them across the pit, because levitate is up and down, and the canvas let us take advantage of the wind. But now, and then there was nothing here for the thief.
The corpse has long since decayed into a dry husk, but his shield seems to be in pretty good condition. Lying next to the dead warrior are a battered sword and a coin pouch.
So we're a fighter, we're a paladin, we're going to need a sword and shield.
You gratefully retrieve the shield and battered sword from the dead warrior. You hope that they will serve you better than they did their last owner.
And I don't think we got any points for that, no. Anything interesting? The best offense requires good defense. This shield helps keep you alive long enough to do both. Plate mail armor. And then sword. This sword is rather battered and worn. You can't get it to hold a proper temper. Still, it's better than fighting barehanded or even with a dagger. And now we're going to get hit by batters
As
again.
you approach... You kick.
I think the problem with combat is that it just can't differentiate very well between the difference between...
Something deadly lies in wait nearby.
That would be our paladin senses. You can't differentiate the difference between I want you to swing a sword up that way versus step forward and advance. So it kind of tries to figure it out based on context, and that doesn't work very well.
You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster just inside the cave.
So we didn't really understand why there was a monster in this room in our first playthrough when we came through here. We know now that that's the last boyar, and that he was the high priest of the Dark One. So we're going to test the rope.
You cautiously test the rope before crossing.
What happens if we try to take it?
A rope might be useful, but it's firmly attached on both ends. You think about cutting it loose, but then decide that you may have to come back this way again.
Fair enough. So, our options are to cross hand over hand. We can't use levitate.
You just barely made it across the pit.
As you recall, the thief actually walked on it, and then the mage, of course, used levitation and a cloth in order to zip
You have
through.
no idea.
Oh, of course we don't have time because we're time deprived in these caves. The cave mouth was open for us to get out, which it never is, and the townspeople were all surprised that the cave was open. The cave mouth was open for us to get out because Katrina used the mouth ritual, which was supposed to be in this archway over here, to open
You
it.
slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws. As the cave mouth closes behind you, you feel a strange warning tingle. There is danger here, although its source is not immediately clear.
I apologize, I keep clearing my throat. The weather's turning cold here. It's going to be in the 30s tonight. And I feel like I'm struggling with allergies or...
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you, but I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful, there are many bad things wandering around. Good luck! Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
she's not lying. She does have to get home quickly because it's almost morning, and sun is dangerous to her. She's a vampire. So it actually would be interesting. Okay, 15 points to cross the pit. Which would, yeah, bring us to 23. It would be interesting to know whether she always planned to use this Katrina peasant persona, or if that was a last minute change of plans because the Dark One's cave threw off their spell and she had to rush out here and open it as quickly as possible.
This symbol looks like a six-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange, chaotic power from it.
So we're going to go ahead and take it.
The six-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
That gives us 6 more points, so we're at 29. And now we go this way. It's interesting that the Paladin senses, it'll be interesting to see what triggers Paladin sense and what doesn't, because honestly, this whole valley is dangerous and should be sending our danger senses tingling. So there's that. We're gonna go ahead and...
The path is dripping with slimy goo. You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on it.
We're gonna go ahead and walk down rather than use magic. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Your danger sense tingles. You sense deadly danger from the swamp. It might have something to do with the grasping, disembodied arms.
Don't need any sarcasm from you, mister. So let's go to the town as suggested by Katrina. It'll be interesting to see if we can get there before daytime. It's going to be a push. I almost kind of wish they'd given us a little bit more nighttime to work with. Let's climb over the gate.
You deftly slip over the gate.
And...
A shiver of cold comes over you. You sense no danger, but even so, you find yourself afraid.
I am what once was the Paladin Piotr. The sorrows of this land are my sorrows, and I cannot rest. Thou art a Paladin, and so shalt share my fate. Unless ye ease the sorrows of this land and heal the pain.
Good to know. And we might even be able to get a dream.
You feel the sensation of floating freely in a swirling cloud of magic. You are warm and safe, surrounded by the sound of peaceful beauty. You feel as if you are suddenly totally alive. You can remember every happy moment of your past, taste every favorite sensation, hear all the colors of the universe. This is the true joy of living. Suddenly, you find yourself trapped by darkness. You cannot breathe. The darkness is tearing the warmth, life, and magic from your body. Pain! the agony of lungs without air, the burning cold of a body trapped in ice, the terror of helplessness as death approaches. You float, cold and lifeless. You gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
Quick question. Okay, yeah, it's day one. So, nice. I was suddenly like, crap, what if that skipped everything forward, too far? So let's go back outside of town for a second. The Hero March. We did not search the stump.
You find 5 crowns that someone hid in the hollow stump. They're covered with mold and dirt, and have obviously been long since forgotten.
And we're going to grab an ear of corn.
You take an ear of the corn and put it away in your pack.
Because we are a paladin with flexible ethics. I think you should be more flexible. And we're going to take some flowers.
You pick some flowers and put them away.
And we're going to touch the staff.
The staff feels warm and almost alive in your hand. You hear an eerie voice in your head.
This I must first do. The sacrifice of life for one of love.
You find yourself letting go of the staff very quickly.
Alrighty, let's go meet Dimitri. He's gonna love us.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here? Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
Well, let's talk to him.
The Burgomeister stares at you suspiciously. You tell the Burgomeister about how you came here.
Do you expect me to believe such a story? That you could walk out of that cave alive? That the cave would be open? Tell me no more lies. Leave here quickly.
Well, we can't.
Go, and soon.
We can't just leave.
My name is Dmitri Ivanov. I am the Burgomeister of this town. Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you. This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way. The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles. The Hotel Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night. The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels. There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing. The gates of this town are closed at sunset. Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it. Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here.
Well, we have to go inside in order to get the Adventurer's Guild key.
Are you just sightseeing or casing my place?
Both and?
So, what are you up to today? Never have I heard such wild stories before. I am supposed to believe that a Prince of Shapir stands before me? You do not look like anything other than a teller of tales to me.
Are they at least good tales?
To be honest, I do not trust you. What you say of yourself is unbelievable, and what you do around here seems likely to get you in trouble. If the path was clear, I would ask you to leave Mordavia. As things are, I will be watching you closely. The old Adventurers Guild is at the north end of town. It has been abandoned for many years, since we have not had many adventurers who could cross the swamp. Seeing as you are supposed to be an adventurer, here, have a key to the guild door. Perhaps you can find something of use there. To the northwest of town is Castle Borgov. It used to be owned by the Borgov boyars of Mordavia, but the last Borgov died years back, and no one came to take his place. Some strangers moved in some years back, but they have had nothing to do with the town, and we have had nothing to do with them. The old road from town used to meet with the road from the castle and head south to the pass. The heavy rains not only created the swamp, but caused so much plant growth you can't see the road anymore. The swamp is a dangerous and foul place. They say that all who ever were buried beneath the earth there now reach up to drag the living to their deaths. I have seen for myself that this is true. Stay far from the swamp if you value your safety. There are other things in Mordavia to see and do, but I am not a tour guide here. Go off and see for yourself, but be careful. The gates of the town are locked at night, so be sure to return before it gets dark. It's dangerous to be out after sunset. Everyone in Mordavia minds his own business and does not go looking for trouble. You obviously do not fit in well here.
So, I know I've harped on this before in the past, but I really like Dimitri. I mean, yes, he doesn't like us at first, but and we'll get into that. But everything he says and does makes me feel like he at least tries at his job. Like, he's gone down to the swamp and seen the arms. He says himself that he's seen them. And, you know, he doesn't just stay in the town where it's safe. He actually leaves and goes and does things. And it tells me he's taking his job seriously. And he gave us an Adventurer's Guild
Stay out
key,
of trouble
so
and other people's business, and you and I will get along with one another. Otherwise, you will get me angry. I'm sure you don't want to make me angry, do you?
let's go get some rations.
This general store. Then you...
We don't have anything new to talk about with Olga, so we'll just go through her conversation options real quickly.
Yeah, not.
I don't think we need to talk to her about anything, but...
And
Alright, purchase goods. We're gonna need a garlic clove. We're gonna need 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 rations. We're gonna need a couple of candies, I think just one. An oil flask, a pie pan, a hand broom, and we'll buy some more rations with our extra money. Okay. And with that, we will leave.
goodbye.
And Then we will go into the inn and pay our money.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and the innkeeper stares.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
Come here. No, no. You can lay right here. Cookie saying hi to everybody.
They stare.
Okay, introduce yourself. Tell how you got
Magic
here. And let's talk to Yuri real quick.
The Hotel Mordavia has been in my family for generations. It is the only place to be when darkness falls at night. Everything else is closed, and even we lock the doors. My name is Yuri Markarov. If you climb, make certain
Oh, there's more.
the burg, the monastery. There are
Okay. Now let's go talk to the townspeople. Cookie, you need to settle down. Come here. Lay in my arms. There you go.
I am Hans. Listen, pleased to meet you.
guys. Is it just
Oh, you kid.
every?
Yeah.
Or any...
Baby, why do you stink? You stinky. And I can't even give you a bath because cold weather's coming. But you smell like poop. Do you have poop on you? I don't see any poop. You're just stinky.
Rumors. You talking to me? What rumors?
Oh, there are no rumors here.
Unless you can... Horse. The town...
Filled with
Okay, those are we've listened to all their stuff before, and we might as well sit down and have a dinner if we, or a breakfast if we
It's a
can. And Bella leaves instantly. All right, out we go. Goodbye, all. Oh, hello. There we go. I don't think a garlic souffle sounds very nice. We'll talk to Nikolai just so we can know who he is. I am Nikolai. Have you seen my Anna? Greet the old man.
good.
Now we have to go to Dr. Cranium's place. Not a big fan of that. Got points for opening the front door. That's 35. It brings us up to 35. We need
This
to use this. Yes, I wish to analyze. Yes. Yes, no. No, no, no. No, no. Yes. No. No. Okay. I needed to identify and enter. That gave us 2 points. And identify hexapod gives us 2 more points. We're gonna put an avocado
bait the
in
trap
here.
with avocado.
And now we're gonna open the door with the baby Antwerps. Yes, you're a very good girl.
Oh no, you've been Antwerped.
You're a very good girl.
You've caught an
We
Antwerp. It's
caught
simply
an
amazing.
Antwerp. That's 2 more points, so we should be up to 41. You're so stinky. Why are you so stinky? What is your explanation for this? And we're gonna need to turn the speed way down, which I hate. Yes, I do. I hate having to do that. Open.
This is the Antwerp maze. Antwerps are naturally bouncy, so all you have to do is continually rotate the maze until the baby Antwerp bounces over.
Yes. Well, that's interesting. I thought it seemed too fast when we played it before. For some reason, the speed isn't slowing it down. Because I've played games of this where...
The Antwerp is found...
where it was just going just super slow. What if we turn the skill down too?
This is...
Damn it. Well, at least the holes are gone. I really don't know what they were thinking. Because I really don't think anybody was playing Quest for Glory in search of brutal puzzle mazes. My baby girl. Oh, fuck.
Congratulations.
But yeah, there used to be a way that you could turn the speed down and it would go so slow. I guess they fixed that, although I don't feel like that was something that needed fixing. Okay, you can go here. Interesting. It looks like they
Great!
Quickly, Igor, the fluid. I must have the fluid. Oh, excuse me. I thought it was Igor coming in to assist me. He helps out in the lab sometimes. Now then, what can I do for you?
That should have been another 12 points. 6 for getting in and 6 for solving the maze. So we're at 53. I believe that. Cookie is sitting on my scratch paper, so...
You say hello.
Well,
You, in-
I...
you exp- Oh!
Okay, baby. I'm trying to record a game for the nice people. You are being distracting. You are. Are you singing? Are you singing for the microphone? I'm gonna need this book to get the copy protection. I mean, I guess I could Google it, but the book is right here. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's talk to the creepy scientist guy.
My name...
Science.
Still, I had...
We're gonna ask him for
You ask-
Up,
5 empty
You want-
flasks.
You are?
up. If...
None of these things are important, but I'm gonna ask all of
One-
them once. Okay, healing
Oh, you...
potions. Wombo is earth, fire, earth, air, fire. Earth, fire, earth, air, fire.
Thank you.
That gave us 2 points. But they really point loaded the laboratory here.
Oh!
Cranomeal is earth, water, fire, pizza, earth. Earth, water, fire, pizza, earth.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensation.
That should have been 2 points, both of them.
There is... Still, it... There.
We learned glide.
Ego. There is...
I don't think we care about any of this.
Nope.
They gave him so much to say. I wonder if he was a character in the next game in Salmaria. Because he sure does have... He probably has more to say than anyone else. Okay.
Come back and... On!
That is that. We're going to go briefly visit the Adventurers Guild.
As you enter the... You're...
Oh. What did he have to say about the building?
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one end of the street. Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the ominous Gothic building in the center of the street. There is definitely something not right about this structure. A sense of great danger and hunger comes from near the door of the massive stone building.
Great danger and hunger.
Igor! Just Igor! Building...
I don't think
Igor!
Igor has anything that we need to... Okay, so into the Adventurers Guild we go.
Lock the door, using the key the Burgomeister gave you.
Sorry about that. I needed to get a blanket because it is getting freezing in here. Very, very cold. Okay. Whew. So let's go and read the logbook.
You sign
And
your
then we'll
name into the
sign the
adventurer's
logbook.
logbook with a flourish. It's almost become a habit by now.
I honestly thought there was points for that, but there we go. Enter Adventurers Guild 6. Sign logbook 2. Excellent. I believe
You pick up the rope and grapnel set and tie it onto your pack.
I am honestly not sure why the rope and grapnel exists for fighter and paladins, but
Well, that was fun. Now you feel like climbing something even higher, like Mount Tana.
in theory, at least according to the points guide, you can get 6 points for learning climbing. We already know climbing, so I'm not sure what I'm not sure what that's supposed to do for a paladin. It's also for a fighter. A fighter gets 2 points for learning climbing, and a paladin gets 6 points for learning climbing. And it's very strange because, what if you already know climbing? We get 6 points for using the stair
Your legs
stepper.
are too stiff and sore.
That's really weird that they wouldn't think of that. I mean, hell, you could have put points in character creation in this game. Let alone put it into the character creator for another game. Previous game.
There's only a certain amount of punishment your body can stand on any given day. Enough pain, enough gain for now. Try again tomorrow.
I'm gonna check that real quick. Learn climbing. I'm not sure about that. Alright, but we cannot stair step anymore for the day because we're tired. Fair enough. Actually, we need one more thing in there, I think. I'm not sure what would happen if we didn't read it. Read books, and we're going to read the Hero magazine.
As you scan...
And... what's essential exercise?
This book teaches you how to use the stair stepper to build strong leg muscles and talks about the importance of whole body development. It says to build up your strength gradually by adding weights to the baskets.
Okay. We're going to go visit, assuming we have time. Let's check and see if we have time. We do not have time, so we're not going to do it. We're going to...
After
rest until it's nighttime. Let's go visit the ghost who hangs out apparently at the town gate. Oh, he's not here now.
the massive gate.
Well, let's try something else real quick. Katrina's not here either. So not on our first night.
You
Bless you. I wonder if he's not showing up. I had a vague memory that he shows up every day. I wonder if he's not showing up because we hit him up this morning when it was still dark. I can't swear to that, but that would be my guess. Alright, let's head into the inn.
You. The inhabitants of the inn are you. You get a fine meal of roast duckling a la garlic.
I don't think anyone has...
Hey, look. The town. You know.
Okay.
It
Nothing
doesn't.
new there that we need to,
They all stare. They.
Nothing new there that we need to, deal with.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
So here's the one thing I don't know. And it's whether or not... It's whether or not the inn sleeps count if we sleep after midnight. But I really want to meet the Domovoy and get that over with, because I know if you don't meet him in the first couple of days, there's a bug in his dialogue and you can't progress the game.
After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you're...
Alright, here we go.
You have the feeling you are being watched. You see a... You hear the...
In where I am living. Things at inn not good.
Okay, let's...
Don't back. Not many big people see Domovoy. Most not look. You something special. Maybe so? You hero? Mordavia big hero need. Plenty powerful hero. Maybe you be soon. Learn much, practice much. Soon plenty big hero. Maybe talk again. You come down other night. Maybe have much to say.
Alright, up we go, back upstairs.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
Yeah, here we go. If you already have climbing, you can't get these points. That is so silly. Boy, Sierra just did not know what they were doing in terms of the game parts of games. Story, yes.
You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Game, no. I mean, how does it not occur to you that there's going to be some people who already have... I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just work here. I just work here. I just realized that we forgot something in the Adventurers Guild. But the good news is we're going back in there to exercise, so...
Still.
Does he have anything new to say? Guess I could have just edited my game to not have those, so he does, but I don't think we want to listen to them.
This town was quiet until you arrived. I am keeping my eye on you.
That's fair.
Doc.
Alright. Oh, wait, I wanted to...
What? So you... Try...
Okay, we're gonna go back to the Adventurers Guild. And I'm not going to... Okay, so you have this sword here.
Case looks totally solid, as if it was constructed around the sword. A plaque reads, "Break glass in emergency only." You break open the front of the case. Avoiding the broken glass, you pull out the sword. It looks like a fine quality weapon.
Okay, so we're gonna...
Trying to be... You pick up 2 of the metal weights and put 1 in each of the baskets.
Boom, 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 boom.
Your legs are...
So we're gonna rest a little bit to gain back our stamina so we're not a completely sitting duck if something attacks us in the forest. But I'm not gonna rest all the way and do the exercise again, because honestly we're going to have plenty of days on which to exercise. Fine sword. You have a high quality, well balanced sword from the urgent care section of the Adventurers Guild. And I love that the Adventurers Guild has an urgent care section. That makes me very happy. So we're coming up on an hour. And I don't want to go over. So, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and save the game here. When we come back in the next video, we're going to visit the Lishi and get started on those riddles. So once again, this has been Quest for Glory 4. My name is Anna Mardal, and it's very exciting that there is now a ghost in town who is willing to talk to us. A paladin ghost, no less. So that will be interesting. I hope to see you again in the next video, and thanks for coming along with me. Goodbye.